Barakta Yahweh, Barakta Yahushai, Barakta Yahweh, Barakta Yahushai, Barakta Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rukwakadash. Double honors and salutations to the elders and apostles of Grimmy Stone Rowell and to the accurate around the four corners of the earth, preaching the gospel from Ashak Yahushai in this last days and times. Alright, so this Barab Nasha DC Church. Short lesson for the hopeful elect. Yeah, this is just a short video, alright, a short lesson to edify the hopeful elect, because yeah, man, you just chuckle, man, when you figure out how the Lord has set up certain things, and you just take a deep breath and just say, you know what, Kal Halamim La Yahweh Bashim Yashab Bashim Kadash. Alright, and this article's about Levi jeans being manufactured in Haiti. Alright. So for brothers that love the Levi jeans, you know that when you do your research and you do your online search, you'll be surprised that Levi jeans being made in Haiti. And that's just the humor of the Lord to let our people know that they're the tribe of Levi. The Israelites that the Bible speaks of, alright? In addition to the so-called Negroes and the so-called Latinos and the so-called Native Americans, alright, who are Israelites. So it just shows you how things work according to the plans of the Lord. So you have Levi jeans being manufactured in Haiti, and the company that owns the Levi jeans brand is Levi Strauss and Company. So you can always do your research. So this is just one of the articles I just saw online. So this one's regarding a story that was published in the Nation magazine, preventing an increase of the minimum wage to $5 a day, working in the so-called garment factory making Levi jeans or Levi materials and Levi products. And if you read the story from the Nation magazine, it shows you how these politicians walk hand in hand, and these so-called folks in the embassies, the so-called representatives, put pressure on the Haitian government, you know, to prevent certain things from happening, you know, and that's how ESO operates, man. You know, so it says Nation magazine had published a story. This is from 2011, the 8th of June. Alright, outlining a series of issues about the U.S. government's policy related to Haiti. So always remember, man, the corporations run America. And always remember that the government does not control the corporations. Talking about these big banks. They decide who gets elected and who doesn't. Alright. Then it says, while many of the issues raised clearly need further dialogue, we at Levi Strauss are focused on an allegation related to one of our contract factories there. Alright. Where? In the land of Haiti. And that's one thing you have to realize, man. You know, the Lord has ways of making things happen to show us that the Levites dwell in the land of Haiti. Alright. At this day, this present time. And it's going to take a huge miracle from the Lord Hamashak Yahushai to deliver our people from under the power of these Edomites, man. Because the Levi Strauss company is owned by the Edomites, and they have ties with the elites, alright? So you could go ahead and read the whole article. You know, the main point was just to show you that our people, man, need to wake up. You know, there's so much going on in the world that you have to pick and choose, you know, what is necessary according to the prophecies, alright? That's how you're able to narrow things down, because there's so much going on. You don't have time to be looking at everything, man. You just pick, and then you come back to whatever you can, All right, another time. All right, apparatus, law willing. Okay, so a quick precept I would like to bring would be from the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 37. It says, "And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations whither the Lord shall lead thee." All right, so there's so many places where our people, have been cast away to, the Lord. And you also have people that have an affinity to buying Levi jeans, man. And then you just say, oh man, Levi jeans are good, the quality is excellent, but not knowing that the Levites are the so-called Haitians, the so-called Yoruba in West Africa. All right. So our people need to wake up, man. The Lord is just giving us signs on who we truly are. All right. And then it says, thou shalt carry much seed into the field, and thou shalt gather but little in, for the locusts shall consume it. And that's what the elites of this world have become to our people. A horde of locusts. Our people could barely move forward without these elites interrupting the plans, man. Always arresting the development of our people. All right, and there's always chaos. Wherever there's chaos going around, where Jake is living, trying to set up their own government structure, you always know Esau's got a hand to disrupt it. All right, because you don't want to see our people, the Israelites, succeed. All right, so it's very, very important we pay attention to what's going on. So not to mumbo jumbo all along, just go straight to the point. Jeremiah chapter 17 verse 4, it says, "And thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever." All right, so it's just the judgments of the Lord upon our people, that they become a proverb and a byword, man. Making a product with their name on it, and they don't even understand that they're the people that the Lord is talking about in the Holy Scriptures. Levites making Levi jeans. Can you imagine that? And they don't even own the company. All right, so all they're just getting is just pennies. So that's why it's important, we pay attention, man, to prophecy and all this geopolitics, man. It's very, very important. And then another precept will be from the book of Songs of Solomon. All right, Songs of Songs. All right, I'm going to go to chapter 1, and I will read verse 6. It says, you know what? I'll start from verse 5, man. Song of Solomon chapter 1 verse 5. "I am black, but comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon. Look not upon me, because I am black." All right, because the sun had looked upon me. All right, so that means we're catching hell, man. We're malnourished. Our people are malnourished, depressed, and sad. When someone is sad, their countenance is down, their energy is low. All right, it says, "My mother's children," all right, those are the Edomite elites that own all these multinational corporations that control the governments of the world. All right, "My mother's children were angry with me till this day." All right, "They made me the keeper of the vineyards." And that's what our people have become: slaves to these Edomite elites that run and own the World Bank. All right, that own Wall Street, that own America, that own England, that own the EU, that own the so-called UK. All right, the folks that run the world. All right, our people have become slaves. You look at the Northern Kingdom, the so-called Mexicans from the tribe of Issachar, always working on the fields, man, working on agricultural farms. All right, but my own vineyard have I not kept. All right. So it's basically saying that we're not able to raise our nation the way we need to because we are basically serving our oppressors. All right. It says, but my own vineyard have I not kept. And that's why a lot of our families are broken up, man. Because the family is destroyed because, Esau's into, how you say it, is meddling, man. All right. He has caused so many families to be ruptured. All right. You talk about the war on drugs, the war on poverty, pushing feminism, pushing all this transhumanist agenda, critical race theory, redlining, everything, man. Jim Crow. He's done so much damage to our people, man. That only Lord Hamashiach Yahweh can get us out of it, okay? And then it says in the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 3, just to round up, all right? This is what the Lord Hamashiach Yahweh is going to do to fix our situation. So it says, and he shall sit as a refiner and a purifier of silver. He shall purify the sons of Levi and purge them as gold and silver, that they may offer unto the Lord Yahweh Bashim Ashab Bashim Kakadash an offering in righteousness. And that is what we're looking forward to do in these last days and times on a regular basis, with the words of our mouths and the thoughts of our mind on the highways and byways, preaching this gospel from Mashiach Yahushai. That's what we're looking forward to, So that's the point right there, Akim. That's the point. That's the point. That's the point. That's the point. Always remember, man, the Most High always give us signs. Levi James made in Haiti. And when I first heard it, when I was watching this Karen Hunter show, so-called professor, the Israelite professor was talking about it, I was like, ring, 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 ring. It's just surprise the Lord is merciful, man, to brothers to give us this knowledge. So that's the point that I came up with. We just keep on researching and finding more about ourselves. Shalom.